Good day. This is Harshit back with what's all new in the tech world. NetApp, a global cloud-led data-centric software company, announced the renewal of its strategic alliance and co-engineering partnership with DreamWorks Animation. NetApp will remain DreamWorks' preferred cloud data service provider, and with the support of NetApp solutions, both on-premises and in the cloud, the studio will continue to evolve its hybrid cloud environment to ensure enhanced productivity, flexibility, and agility. As part of the research and development project of the enhanced infrastructure for post-5G information and communication systems under the new Energy and Industrial Technology Development Organization, NEC Corporation and Fujitsu Limited are conducting research and development of a technology for testing the interoperability of post-5G base stations compliant with ORAN specifications. AMD announced that SAP has chosen AMD EPYC processor-powered Google Cloud N2D virtual machine to run its cloud ERP delivery operations for RISE with SAP, further increasing adoption of AMD EPYC for cloud-based workload. As enterprises look towards digital modernization, many are adopting cloud-first architectures to complement their on-premises data center. AMD, Google Cloud, and SAP can help customers achieve their most stringent performance goal while delivering on energy efficiency, scalability, and resource utilization needs. Next up, we have with its endeavor to elevate the businesses of the consumer durable retailers and enable them to compete and scale their businesses to newer heights. Arzu, India's fastest growing B2B retail tech platform, has announced the launch of its fintech service, Arzu Pro Finance. The company's latest fintech service, Pro Finance, addresses two prevalent pain points faced by offline retailers, driving up in store sales conversion and upselling higher value products to its aspirational shoppers. In January this year, when Startup Odisha Executive Chairman Dr. Omkar Rai had a meeting with billionaire venture capitalist Tim Draper in Bhubaneswar during the latter visit to the state, wherein the duo discussed the prospect of establishing a Draper startup house in the state capital. Ever since, Startup Odisha has been making every possible effort to materialize and give it a shape. Now, 6 months down the line, the stated visit of Karan Bahadur, co-founder and head of operations at Draper Startup House, India, to Startup Odisha elicits hope that these efforts will likely bear fruit and a Draper Startup House in Bhubaneswar would soon be a reality. MediaTek's latest mid-range mobile chipset is here. It's called Dimensity 6100 Plus and it supports sub-6 5G. Its CPU has 2 Cortex-A76 cores and 6 Cortex-A55 cores. The chipset supports 10-bit 90Hz or 120Hz displays, AI-powered camera with 2K 30fps video capture and ultra-safe 3.0 plus technology, which offers 20% reduced 5G power consumption compared to competitive solutions, whichever those may be. The recent legal case involving Microsoft and Activision is just one of the many setbacks faced by the US antitrust watchdog, the Federal Trade Commission. The FTC has encountered difficulties in its effort to regulate big tech companies, such as its unsuccessful attempt to block Meta Platforms Incorporation, the parent company of Facebook, from acquiring a virtual reality startup. The challenge of keeping large technology companies in check has become increasingly difficult as the US Congress has yet to pass new antitrust laws. Amazon has filed a legal challenge against the European Union proposed legislation, the Digital Service Act, which aims to hold big tech accountable for content moderation. The company argues that it is being treated unfairly by being designated as a very large online platform under the DSA. Amazon has petitioned the General Court in Luxembourg to annul its designation and believes that it does not fit the description of a very large online platform as defined by the DSA. The DSA imposes new obligations on tech giants to combat hate speech and disinformation with potential fine or ban for violations. Amazon is the second company after German online retailer Zalando to challenge its classification under the DSA. Green screens may soon be a thing of the past, as AI has now come for it. Researchers at Netflix have a replacement for the green screen, the Magenta Green Screen, a technology that blends in artificial intelligence to create much more realistic movie effect. Filmmakers have been compositing actors in front of backgrounds that don't exist since the beginning of the industry. However, it has always been a complicated process. Cut to 2023, Netflix has developed a new technique, magenta green screen, which uses machine learning to make the process easier but requires actors to be lit in a bright magenta color. According to the report, the 276 employees who have been laid off are in the Washington headquarters of Microsoft. Microsoft is laying off more workers in addition to the 10,000 job cuts announced in January. GeekWire reported on Monday. Employees in customer service, support and sales department will be impacted, the report said. The layoffs come a week after the start of its 2024 fiscal year and ahead of its annual Inspire partner-focused conference. CleverTap, the all-in-one engagement platform, announced the appointment of Siddharth Pishroti as the new Chief Revenue Officer. In his new role, Siddharth will be responsible for driving CleverTap growth across India, Meta and Asia Pacific region, as well as designing and executing the company's go-to-market strategy. Siddharth brings a wealth of experience in the technology and software industries with a strong focus on revenue generation and driving sales. His expertise in business development equips him to accelerate the next phase of CleverTap growth journey within these regions. Noise, India's leading connected lifestyle tech brand, introduces the latest addition to its TWS portfolio, the Earbuds Mini 2. These next-generation TWS exemplify Noise commitment to delivering exceptional audio experience while offering a compact yet powerful device. Building upon the highly acclaimed Earbuds Mini, the Earbuds Mini 2 sets a new standard for convenience, style and audio quality. Featuring quad mic with ENC technology and an impressive battery life of up to 45 hours in the charging case, the Earbud Mini 2 combine a sleek, compact form factor with remarkable performance. Sony has launched a new pair of noise-cancelling TWS in India. The Sony WF-C700N are priced under ₹10,000 and come with features such as noise cancellation, IPX4 rating and up to 15 hours of battery life. Sony debuted the WF-C700N earlier this year in April in Europe, and it has now brought the TWS to India. Sony WF-C700N wireless earbud are priced at ₹8,990. The new TWS will be available to purchase from 11 July onwards at Sony Center and Sony Exclusive Store. Its online store, major electronic store and e-commerce platform. You can get the Sony WF-C700N earbuds in 4 color options of black, white, lavender and sage green. PwC India has entered into a strategic partnership with Chennai headquartered global technology company Zoho. This alliance brings together PwC proven expertise in driving digital transformation strategy with Zoho product portfolio of over 55 products. The focus will be on providing client and businesses with bespoke transformation solutions such as customer experience platform, custom application, HR tech and financial management application including accounting solutions. OneStack, a leading technology company focused on empowering cooperative banks and credit societies in India, announced that it has raised $2 million in its latest funding round by Broax and Stride Ventures. This investment will power the company's growth, drive team expansion, foster innovation, and establish nationwide offices, propelling it to unparalleled success. OneStack mobile application has become a game changer in the cooperative banking sector with a remarkable track record of activating over 200 plus banks and societies. Oppo has introduced A78 4G model in Indonesia after the launch of A78 5G in India earlier this year. It packs a 6.43-inch FHD plus AMOLED screen with 90Hz refresh rate, is powered by a Snapdragon 680 SoC with 8GB of RAM and 8GB of virtual RAM. It runs Android 13 with ColorOS 13.1 on top. The phone has a 50-megapixel rear camera along with a 2-megapixel portrait sensor and an 8-megapixel front camera inside the notch. Thanks for tuning in. We recently interviewed Mr. R.K. Bansal as part of our IT Talk series. Mr. R.K. Bansal is a pioneer of the Indian power industry. Watch our chief editor Mr. Tarun Tak interact with Mr. R.K. Bansal in an exclusive interview on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and follow IT Voice for all things tech.
might have heard of Vedanta chip plan. Foxconn withdraws rupees 1.61 lakh crore deal from Vedanta share prices. Foxconn, a Taiwan electronics manufacturer, has settled a deal of rupees 1.61 lakh crore with Vedanta, but they withdrew it due to the semiconductor production plant. And billionaire Anil Agrawal also stated that they have more investors in the lineup. So what happened to this deal? Foxconn ने ये भी बताया कि उनके कुछ अप्रूवल्स में दिक्कत हुई थी, डिसीजन मेकिंग में इश्यूज आ रहे थे, इसके कारण इसके शेयर्स काफी ज्यादा डाउन जा रहे हैं. Read the full news, visit itvoice.in. Till then, follow IT Shorts for more content like this.